Heavy metal. You either love it or hate it. It's the musical subgenre that takes rock and roll to the extreme. Characterized by loud, really loud instrumentation, blistering fast tempos, and an aggressive in-your-face style. It's the music called heavy metal. The genre was a product of the increasingly popular rock scene of 1960s and 1970s, and heavily borrows influences from rock and roll, psychedelic rock, and punk rock, and even classical music. Let's take a look at its humble beginnings. In the 1970s, bands like Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, and Deep Purple would become one of the first successful bands that would be called heavy metal. The sound was loud and heavily emphasized distorted guitars with influences from rock and blues. Later down the line, another band called Judas Priest came up with a more edgy sound, discarding the blues influence and focusing more on rock and metal sensibilities. This would be followed by acts such as Motorhead, who injected the fast up-tempo influence of punk rock. As the 80s rolled in, heavy metal began to take its own form, even reaching to other parts of the world, such as the UK, dubbed as the new wave of British heavy metal. Meanwhile, back in the US, newer bands like Metallica would go on to make heavy metal sound with faster and more aggressive playing styles, which is known as thrash metal. Let's break down some of the most defining characteristics of the heavy metal genre. Distorted guitars and riffing. Part of the heavy metal sound is the distorted guitar. This is achieved when a guitar is amplified to near peak levels. This caused the guitar sound to break and produce a harsh crunch tone. The guitar riff, on the other hand, is a musical composition, which is basically a repeated guitar line or motif that is used in a song. Deep driving bass lines. The bass guitar plays a major role in contributing to the heaviness of heavy metal. Basically, it gives a very deep sound that drives the rhythm for the guitar and drums. Up-tempo drums. Heavy metal puts emphasis on fast drumming and big fills, which adds an aggressive energy to the music that's being played. Aggressive singing style and lyrical content. Heavy metal vocals are very much sung with raw emotion and energy. Sometimes, screaming is employed as well. The lyrics often borders in dark and depressing themes, such as death, violence, war, and similar content. The music and the lyrics are often seen as a stark contrast or counterculture to other mainstream musical genres, such as pop. As the years rolled on, heavy metal influenced new types of metal-inspired music.